Hey guys, it's Joette with BalloonCoach.com, and today I have Misty Kauffman with me from Grand Forks, North Dakota, of Balloons by Misty to share some tips on brand awareness. So many times people ask me, Joette, what can I do to get more people to know about my business? And brand awareness is one of the ways to do that. Get your logo, get your company out in front of people. People do business with those that they know, like, and trust. So you want to get your logo and your company name out in front of everyone you can. My family was notorious for wearing our Party People Celebration Company shirts to the grocery store and everywhere we went because I always wanted people to know about our company. So today, Misty has been asked to talk because she and her daughter shared her tags while she was at Balloon Boss Summit in Orlando back in November. And what was really cool is when she shared what she was doing, people loved it. And so immediately, Dante, who's one of the instructors at the event, and many of the other participants went and purchased these tags to use in marketing their business. And so what was really cool is, full disclosure, the company that is the parent company that she had always worked with now has created balloontags.com for us so that the balloon professionals can easily find the stuff that they can use to help market their business and put their logo on. So I'm really excited because that really shows the power of referrals. You know how we always talk about do a great job so people will refer you out to someone else? Misty found a product that she loved. She told us about it and we purchased it. And then the company's like, hey, how did you all find out about me? So Misty will actually be teaching for us at Balloon Boss Summit in Orlando in November, sharing some of the other tips and tricks that she uses from her retail store and how she's grown her business over the last couple of years. So I'm excited about that. So what I'm going to do is at this point, let Misty take over the call and for her to do the screen share. But I wanted to show you guys that these are some of the items that Misty's done in the past. And people always ask me, like, what would you put a tag on? And one of them, I love this rubber band going around the actual delivery bag that she's taking the balloons in. I thought that was a really cool trick. So I will stop my screen share for now and go back to it after Misty has shown you some of her tools and tricks. I'll show you some of the other items that I love that they have. So I'm stopping my share now, Misty, so that you can go ahead and show yours. So guys, as you are watching us live today, you can type your questions into the chat and I'll be your voice with Misty. And then at the end, we will open it up for you guys to do questions and answers. So go ahead and chat in if you have
Can
questions
you,
ask Misty during your presentation. And
can you
Misty,
see
it's
my
all to
screen?
you.
Can you see my screen?
We can see your screen.
Okay. So I have used Balloon Tag. Well, I've used School Life for a long time. This is the School Life site. I was the PTO president of my children's school and I came across them. We did a fundraiser where I was looking for incentives for the children and I wanted something that we could personalize because I'm big about personalization of stuff. And so we created a ton of these little tags for our school. Here are all the things that we have done. These are all the different tags I've ordered for gymnastics, for our school. We had, I did so many different ones. And so this is all the different things that we've done. My son went to World Robotics for Vex Robotics. And so I made little tags that they could hand out to the people that they met there and some of their competitors and stuff at the thing. State gymnastics things. Then our gymnastics gym had state gymnastics, and then for their kids at the end of the year they do a banquet, and they used to buy these very expensive pins that were like almost $10 a piece, and then the problem was they would like pop off the bag, and the kids, if I had to buy my daughter a new one it would be $10. And then I designed all of these and the kids and parents loved it, and if they lost it, well, they could, it's 10 cents, so 13 cents I guess, but they loved it, and then they just collect them on their bag and whatever. And so then I was watching one of the nights, and someone had showed stickers that they were putting on the bottom of their sand weights or whatever. And I thought that's really great. So I went on to order stickers, and I was surprised at the price. And I thought, oh, I don't want to pay that much for stickers. And so I remembered all my tags from before, and I thought, I'll just create little tags with my information on them. And so I did that. And when I did it, I thought, well, I want to make it like my business card, which I had updated. And so I had my QR code on the back. So I did two different ones. I had this one, but I felt like it was too small. And so then I came up with the bigger one so that it was a little bit different. And that's the one that I ended up taking it, because Joette had encouraged us to bring our business cards. And I thought, well, I could bring my business cards, but this is kind of cool. And so I had this, and I sat by Dante during one of our small group sessions, and I happened to show him that, and he was just enthralled by it. And I didn't think it was a big deal. I thought other people did things like that. And he thought it was a very big deal. And he called my daughter up on stage to have her show them to the room. And people started ordering them almost immediately. And I know their shipping is very, very fast. I think Dory had hers just a few days after she got back. And so there's just a lot of things that you can do. And then so many people were ordering them that they started asking people like, where did you hear about these? Why are all these balloon people ordering? And people gave them my name, and now they're sponsoring me for Summit, which is really cool. I never in a million years would have imagined that, but I love, love, love their product. As you can see, I've used them for a very long time, and I love it.
Cool. So Misty, I want to shout out real quick.
Yep.
So one of the things I want to share real quick is that with all those designs that you've done for schools, so many people are getting ready for graduation season and end of the year awards. So when your clients are looking for something cool, this could actually be an add-on thing you guys could share with your clients of things that you could either organize for them, or you could just share them with the website that, hey, here's some other fun things that you can do. And it's that added value that we give to our clients sometimes that make it really kind of fun. And so they can go to balloontags.com first, and then they can go over and order stuff for schools. But you can order things too. Like you could do it as an added on bonus if you came up with different designs for different awards and those kind of things.
Yep. And right now they've started doing some, just this last year, they started at Christmas time. So they've been doing some like holiday or seasonal things. And so this is their new seasonal package here. And I just thought this would be so cute to buy and just add on to my things at any of my deliveries, because I'm going to do the bunny buddies. And so those were huge, huge, huge last year. And I can just attach ones to anybody who buys a bunny buddy, just for fun. And they're two-sided. Each design has a front and a back that's different, but it's just something little and fun. And when Joette said people will do business with those that they know, like, and trust. So I partner with a radio station, and we do a Thank a Business Thursday in our community, and I make up a balloon. They nominate people on the radio and on Facebook, and then I make up a balloon arrangement of my liking and take it to them on Friday. And when I do that, I always attach my my tag with it.
If you can stop sharing your screen for just a second so they can see it just a little bit better.
How do
At the bottom, and just hit stop share.
maybe. Oh, no idea.
Okay, so here's what I'll do is I'll take back over for a second.
Okay.
And then
here, I got it. So stop. Okay.
And let me put this to view so it's just you, speaker. All right, there we go.
Now I don't see myself.
We see you though, I promise.
So I just take the tag, and they come pre-punched with a hole. And whenever my kids need something to do, hold on just a second. Jonah, the shaved ice. I will have them just take a rubber band and I push it through the hole and pull it so that it's on there. I don't know the name of that little slip knot thing, but, and then whenever I have a delivery, I do it a couple of ways. If there's something on here that I can easily attach where like a flower or something where it's going to be sticking out, I'll do that. But like this particular design, there isn't somewhere where I could easily do that. So when I'm putting it in the bag to deliver, I just put my design in there. I use this to wrap it and pull, and then that is on there. And then whoever's taking this off, whether it's the person that I delivered it to, the person who ordered it, they have this tag. And most of the people, because they're hard plastic, they're gonna, they're not gonna throw it away. They're gonna be like, oh, look, that has a little hole. I'll put it on my keychain. So they could go on your keychain. I also have put them on things that I take out of my store. Like when I flew to Colorado a couple weeks ago to do balloons for my sister, I put the tags on all of my equipment. So if it got, out of my possession for any reason, it all was marked on there. When I have it on my bag that I take to set up a delivery, those sorts of things. So I use them a lot. We've designed some other ones. Let me screen share again.
And so it's nice with them, with it being that plastic and it's a laminate. So it's kind of shiny, it's hard, it's durable. So it's a long lasting item that can definitely, people could put on their key rings or put on their backpacks and fun things like that. So yeah, balloontags.com.
And recently we did some that are two-sided, that this has a little thing where they can get a free shaved ice or cotton candy, my kids' business. And so they're two-sided because we share the business. And so it has the balloon store on one side and the cotton candy stuff on the other. I'm just getting ready I went through all my 1,000 tags and I am ordering a new set, and I've decided this time I'm going to do them so that I am utilizing both businesses. And because we also do a lot of things with our shaved ice, or the cotton candy, instead of candy cups with balloons on top, we do cotton candy cups. So I thought this would be a great way to be able to utilize the tags in both businesses. And so I've designed this new one here. And when I design them, I go into Canva. You can do it in Publisher, whatever. I've done it. I used to do it in Word and Publisher before, but now Canva makes it super easy. So you can just take the shape that you want and bring it into Canva. Then like the shape of your design, and then you can start printing out and adding your whatever it is. And like, for instance, this one is obviously going to go over the it's going to go over the circle like this, but that's okay. I wanted it that way so that it looks like, it's going off of the side. And so and when you do your proofs, they will send it to you and you can make adjustments or whatever. Like here's one that I did. These are a little rubber tag, which are a little more expensive, but still super cool. And I think I'm going to do some of these. And my logo this is the font for my logo. I didn't like the balloons off on the side here. It just didn't fit with what I really am. So I said, well, I don't really like that. Could we change it? And this is what they came up with, which is more like my logo. And I love it. So they're really good about, you don't have to design it Canva either. If you have your logo, you can just upload it to the site and they will do all the artwork when you are ordering. Let me see.
Yeah, and I'll show the shirts and those kind of things too.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to the balloon tags and you're gonna say, you can pick one of these designs. If you don't see a shape that you like, you can just go to the schoollife.com site. And they'll have, lots of different shapes as well, but these are the most popular for the balloon people. And so you just click on here. So like this one is actually a paw print, but kind of when there's no paw on it, it also looks like a flower or whatever. There's one for the state of Texas. So any of you in Texas could get the little Texas shape. It's super cute. Anyway, so then you're just going to say, you can upload your graphic right here. You choose the file, which just takes it to your computer, and you can upload it. If you have a QR code that you want on there, you can upload that. And then you just click this request proof, and then it goes into their system. And they say 24 hours, but mine has never taken 24 hours. Mine is usually back almost instantly. And then if you don't like it, you can just write on there and say, could we tweak this? Could this be higher or lower or whatever? And they will change it. And then they do have the options for chains and stuff. When we first used them for school, we got the big long chain for the kids to collect them on, but I don't even recommend the small chain because it's not gonna hook on to too much. If you want it for a keychain, then I would, you can definitely.
Or you can do the split key ring.
But yeah, or the split key ring. But even just the rubber band is so easy. I've decided at my store, we do a thing where people can, on their birthday, they can come in and get a free balloon. And I saw these. I saw like a birthday badge that they had. And so I thought, well, that would be really cool. I'm going to design something that goes with my store, my logo. So I'm creating these, and then I'm going to actually attach it. I'm going to use this as the weight when they come in and get their free balloon. And when I did earlier, I was talking about the Think of Business Thursday thing. And actually it came back to be very useful because I had taken one to a business, which is our big event center in town where people have big weddings and our college football team plays and they have big concerts and stuff there. And nobody has ever, then individual people have ordered. And then last week, someone from there, or this week, someone messaged and they were interested in balloons for celebrating record-setting ticket sales for a concert coming up. And when I went in and met with him, he said, we had gotten a balloon arrangement with your little tag on it, and it sat in our office for like almost 2 months. Like, it looked beautiful, just like the day we got it. And so he knew, because the tag was on there and he saw it so much and he knew that it lasted. Was it an immediate thing that they ordered balloons? No. But then when they did need balloons, now I'm doing, a $600 installation for them. So, the tags people do, people definitely notice them and they use them, and it makes them aware. And I know Belinda Barrier had added hers to her deliveries she showed hers at Valentine's Day, and just around the weight down at the bottom, and it's just super awesome. It's a great way to promote your business. If you do party poles in the summer and spring, or year round, they can go outside because it's not going to get wet and ruined. It's going to be there. If you have poles or weights or anything that you want returned, you can put that on the bottom of it, and it marks that it's yours, and people know where it belongs. And so It's just very
Yay.
cool.
Awesome. Thank you, Misty. What I'm going to do is show a couple more things on my screen. Has everybody seen the Valentine's Day delivery that Belinda did? I want to make sure I hit the right share screen. So you can see down at the bottom is the tags that goes out, and so many people will keep balloon weights after an event, even when the helium goes down. And so I have seen things like that show up at different colleges and offices like 6 months later that people will hold them for me, and then they also remember to call me when they need something. The other thing with BalloonTags.com is that it's very quick to get things back. So I want to share brand messaging tips for all balloon pros. One is that you need a magnetic name tag. I ordered this magnetic name tag for me to take to float, and I absolutely love it because it is bold, it's colorful, and most balloon professionals' logos are colorful. And if you go to a networking event like American Business Women's Association, the Chamber, NABO, you're hanging out with a bunch of bankers, real estate agents, and those kinds of things. And a lot of times they're like a gold and then have like the black come through. With this, it's on that beautiful plastic. It's bold and it makes your business stand out, but it also makes you look just like all the other businesses that have their magnetic name tags, and allows you to wear a dress or a blouse or a gentleman a nice button down shirt or a jacket to a networking event and not damage it by using the magnet. So the number one thing off of BalloonTags.com that you need to get for your business is a magnetic name tag with your logo on it, because it's awesome. You can also use that for the people who work in your store. If you've got other people out networking for you, they're very inexpensive. They're under $10 and the turnaround is quick. So I highly encourage every balloon company to have the magnetic name tags. Number two is to have t-shirts with your logo on them. And what I love is with BalloonTags.com, you can get your shirts with the small imprint on the front, the full back, or even on the sleeves. So that makes it really, really nice. Now the next thing that I want to show you is that the full color name tags, like I said, it just pops and it gets people's attention. If any of you are entertainers or have entertainers that work for you, they can actually use that magnetic tag as like a tip button. I know some people have like the big I take tips, but if you've got their name and like, hey, I appreciate your tips, and then with that magnet, you're able to put like the dollar bill or something behind it between your clothes and the name tag. It looks kind of fun. And then wear your tag when you're out shopping. Even if you don't have your full logo shirt on, you know, you can just, if somebody says something about your name tag, you're like, oh, I just came from a networking meeting or whatever, right? But it's just a way to pick up a conversation when you're in line talking to a cashier or standing around other people. They're seeing your logo. And when you're doing your t-shirts, the one thing I do want to encourage people is with my party people shirts, they all had imprint full back. And then I used to do the chest on the front or across the entire front. Because if you think about it, when you're on a delivery, what do people see? They typically see your back. When you're in an event venue decorating, people see you lugging in big bags of balloons or your columns already done. And so they typically are going to see your back more than your front. So if you're on a budget and you can only do one side, I encourage people to do their backs. If you're doing a parade, I encourage you to do a front print because they're going to see the front of you, and then you've got parade backpacks on, or you're holding a pole. But like I said, I really always enjoy having at least the small chest print and then the big on the back. So again, you can customize that and even get it on your arms if you like. The other things that they have is what's behind me is a banner. So this was a banner I had printed to take to float for my booth. So many of you guys are doing wedding expos or business to business expos. The banners are inexpensive, and it's great that you can print your actual photos of your work because you're showing people what you do, and they come in a huge variety of sizes. I ordered mine with the pole pocket on it, so I was able to put it on a base plate behind me right now. Or if your clients are ever like, hey, I've got this really cool logo for an event. How many people have had an event where they want this crazy customized thing, but you're like, the foil balloons are going to pop. The trying to make their logo out of balloons is just going to be really, really expensive. So another option is order one of these custom banners with your client's information or logo on it or the event or whatever, and then put it between two columns, make it into an arch if you need to, and now they've got their custom information and you still get to do your balloon work, but it can come at a much more reasonable price for customization. Um, so again, the banners could be for yourself or for your clients. And then I had gotten the buttons made. All of my people who went to Summit just got something in the mail the other day that was their hard drive. A thumb drive of all of the photos from the event, because some folks were having a hard time downloading it. So I gave them a bonus gift of that hard drive. But I sent with them, I'm a Balloon Boss button. And I sent with them a Take Action Thrive tag. I also have a Mastermind tag that I've had made up. And these tags are just super cute, fun, and durable. And so think about how you can get people to have your name out there. This is just showing the t-shirts, right? What I love is that you can get as few as 8 shirts. Many times when you order t-shirts from somewhere, you have to order a large quantity. What I love about them is you can get 8 shirts done. It can be in a variety of colors and a variety of sizes. So like when I was going to float, we had to have an orange shirt. So I had our logo done in white, and then I had it on the back and then on the front chest, and I had it made up for a couple of the folks that I knew would wear our tag to our shirts the opening night. And then right here on my lanyard, I had the Balloon Boss button. So that's the other thing too. If you're going to events with schools or they're asking you to sponsor things, what's a way that you can get the kids wearing your name, right? So think about those little things of like when you're at something, how can other people know what your business is? So they have the quick turnaround on proofs, which I absolutely love. Sorry, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. And then the other thing that I want to remind you is in your processes as you're building your brand messaging, when you hang out with other people who are doing the same business as you are, you will be uplifted and inspired to be able to do other things. And so what I want to do real quick is check the chat to see if there's questions that I missed. And I want to answer any questions you guys have about either deciding what brand message you should put out there to people, how you get your logo on more things. So for those of you who are on with us live, if you've used these products, tell us about it. If there's something that you've gotten your logo on before that's worked really well for you, whether it's your clothes, whether it's a hat. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to show you guys.
I just wanted to say real quick, I'm getting ready to order the name tags. And I'm going to order 2 for myself so I can leave 1 in the car, because it never fails that I get somewhere like, oh, I didn't deliver it last night. They're like, can you just deliver it in the morning? Sure. And then I don't have my Balloons by Misti shirt or whatever. And so I thought if I leave 1 in the car, then I always have it and I can just slap it on before I go up the door.
That is a great tip because I do the same thing. Because I have a certain tag for Polk County Wedding Event Pros that I have to wear. So I always leave it on a drawer before I go out the door to hopefully remember it. But like one time I left it in my purse and I didn't know where my purse was. Another time I left it in a car and I was in the other car. So I love that idea of having 2 of them. So what's really easy, guys, and like I said, if you have other questions, let me know, or feel free to open up your mic. We are currently being recorded, but you're more than welcome to put on your camera or open up your mic at this point if you like. That when you go to balloontags.com and you see the top tips that I have, right? Here's my Balloon Coach top picks. With that name tag, all you have to do is click on it. And again, choose the file off your computer that has your logo. And then, tell them about what you want. And so I'm saying that I want the magnetic bar or the pin back. I do not recommend the pin back. Now, unless you're really active and moving around a lot and you're going to put it like on a t-shirt that you don't care that has holes in it, I prefer not to mess up my nice clothes. So that's why I always go with the magnetic bar. And then with the design details, you can say something like, I want my logo as big as it can be, and then my name to be pretty big, and then I want my tagline to be smaller. Like you can give them those specific questions, and then they're going to give you your proof back to be able to approve it and go, oh no, I need that a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger before you actually pay, which I love that because so many times when you're ordering things online, they don't give you that. You just are praying that it looks the way you've asked it to. Place to get shirts with the little minimums. So yeah, so this is what's great. So when you go back into the shirts, is you go to apparel, and then you can pick which kind of t-shirt you like. I know some ladies prefer the women's neck and the V-neck. Some people like the sports tech because you get so hot and sweaty. I also really recommend polos. They'll do embroidery on them, also, I believe. And then you can also do your sweatshirts or hats. So when you are looking at your item that you want, what's great is when you order it, like I said, I just ordered some for my husband the other day for working out, that he wanted just, a couple of fun random shirts. So you can come right in here and just say exactly where you want it. If you're wanting it to be an imprint on the chest, the full front, all that kind of stuff. And then you can put it in multiple places and say, okay, I want this one here. And then when you're picking out your colors, say, okay, I want one that's in lilac and a small. Then I want to get a lime one in medium. Hello. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to get to my participants so I can mute people. Not sure what happened there. All right. Then when you're in here, you can do the different size. So this is great if you have a team of people who work with you. You can get it in the right sizes for them. And then also like for your family. So it's just really nice that you can go in and really easily pick out and have a variety of colors, and you only need to order 8 is the minimum. And of course, the more places you put the logo, the more expensive the shirt gets, but it's very reasonable pricing, which I absolutely love. So as you can see, the more that you order, the less it costs per shirt. So it's a great thing. And again, this program was originally designed for the schools. So they wanted to keep the pricing low for schools. So I love that now they're servicing the balloon industry also. So I wanted to show you guys that tip. And then the last tip I wanted to share with you is that as you go in to order things, whether you're getting a bag, a hat, whatever, when you're into the balloon tags and you're wanting to order things and you want something customized, you just click here on the custom ones, and then they're going to show you all the other fun options that are out there and give you different sizes. So feel free to play around on the website. When you have questions, feel free to reach out to me and say Joette@BalloonCoach.com and say a question. But also they have a great turnaround within their company of answering your questions. So I wanted to make sure you guys just go out there and check. Don't use price as an excuse not to have a name tag or not to have a t-shirt or not to have a polo. Or you can just go on and get this stuff. And again, these tags are awesome to be something a little bit different than your normal business card. So I'm going to close out of that. All right, so I'm going to answer questions. I make my own name badges. I leave my badge in my car all the time. Yeah, smart to keep it there. I have dress shirts for networking and chamber meetings, t-shirts for installations and delivery, and with their logo and business. So yeah, that's great, Thad, because the more that you've got your name on your apparel while you're out, the bigger it makes your company look. And then if you provide it to family members or friends that are going to be willing to wear your shirts out and about, it's a great way for people to know about you. Gail says she loves all these options. Awesome. Great. So guys, are there any questions that you guys have for Misty and I? And it doesn't have to be specifically on the tags. It can be on other things with branding. I'd love to help you guys get your name out in front of your customers so they can build that know, like, and trust with you. And then mastermind members, I'm going to do an extra training to show you guys how you can add these banners into your balloon designs for your clients. I'm working on shooting that tomorrow. So that will be popping up in the Balloon Boss Mastermind program by Monday. So I'm excited about that because people have been asking me about adjustable frames for arches and how to incorporate a banner for their clients. So gonna put that out there for you guys. So I wanted to go ahead too and just let you guys know that I really appreciate all that BalloonTags.com is doing for us now to help us and getting our brand messaging out there, and for sponsoring Misti. So she'll be in Orlando as one of our 25 instructors. As we record this, we have already sold 65 seats. So that means we only have 35 seats left for November 6th through the 10th in Orlando. Would love for you guys to join us. And for more information, just go to BalloonCoach.com. So I am going to turn off my screen share, and I'm going to see if there's any questions out there that I have missed in the chat. And feel free at this time, guys, to open up your microphone if you have another question for Misti and I about brand messaging or about the BalloonTags.com website. And
Joette, I got my thumb drive. Thank you so much. And with it, you sent the tags. The circle tag is quite large. I really like that size. Is that a specific size? Because it's considerably larger than the dog tag sizes that I ordered.
Yeah, that's the standard round one. Yep.
I think so that's what I'm going to do next.
All right.
So they are the same, like size wise. If you if you put up the dog tag next to this, it is the circle with the size, with the size cut out. So yes, the circle is considerably larger. But yeah, size wise, they're the same, like height wise.
Yeah, but it gives you more surface area.
Yeah, it does give you way more surface area. You're right.
I love that. Great comment. And then Catherine, what did you use yours for? With the dog tags?
I'm using them like business cards, and just the reaction that I'm getting from people, they just love it because they think it's so unique. They've never seen it before here.
I love it. And one of the things Misti has on hers is a URL code. I'm not a URL.
Sure.
Say it again.
QR code. I have that on mine as well.
Doing the QR codes. And so what the QR codes can do is you can do one of multiple things. One is that it can be that it leads them to your website, or it could lead you to your contact form, or it could be that you have a special pricing guide. So that's the nice thing with those codes that you can get printed on them, is it gives everybody now, after 2 years of social distancing, knows how to scan a code and have it pulled up on their phone. So it's a great way to put a bunch of information in a space for them to click on. So I think that's a fun extra trick in there too. Thanks, Catherine. Great questions. Karen says that she loves a QR code on hers, and the codes have made a big comeback. Yes. Over the last 2 years, codes have made a huge comeback because nobody was wanting to touch anything. So it's been great. So guys, what I'm going to do is what I do for all of our trainings, is that I think we've covered all the main material. I want to see if Misti has any last words of wisdom you want to share before we close things out, and then I'll let the people who are on live do a Q&A on things non-brand messaging also.
I just think the more that you can get your name out there and you have your brand and your logo on things, better. And the thing I like about these tags is they're so personalizable. I mean, you can put graduation on one side and your logo on the other side for graduation. You can do it, any holiday, anything like that. And I can't say enough about their products. Even before I was sponsored by them, they are amazing. I've used them for a very, very long time. And I just think that they have a great business. They are a small business. They're, kind of just run by a few people, and they really care about their business and making it the very, very best that they can. And I would highly, highly recommend getting any of the tags in any shapes, or any of the products that I have gotten from them have been amazing. So
love it. And then I'm going to share one other thing with you guys. It's a tip on just brand messaging in general, is an extra tip for you guys. Is one of the things that I see a lot of people do is that they have their own vinyl cutters and they're cutting out and they're putting vinyl on their vehicle or on their trailer or having it done for them. The one thing that I want to do is a caveat to that is to make sure that your insurance is covering you correctly. If you have your personal 4-door car or minivan and then you go and put your logo on it, if you don't have for business use on your insurance policy, the insurance company does not have to cover the claim if you're in an accident. So I just want to throw that out as an extra thing, because so many times when people are working on brand awareness and getting their name out there, they put their name on their vehicles and their trailers and things like that. So just make sure you're covered appropriately for that, and have a commercial insurance policy or a for business use if it's your personal car, before you put any kind of logo on your vehicle. The other thing that BalloonTags.com has within their corporate is they do a lot of decals also that can be made. So if you get to a point where you're like, ooh, I want to have these custom stickers made that people can put that they're like a customer of mine, and put those customer tag, custom decals on the back of their vehicles, that's something that you can get also. But I just wanted to make that warning out for you guys as you're doing things to make sure you're covered. But definitely when you get a vehicle and you're able to put that name on it, people are like, man, Joette, you're expanding. We saw your black truck the other day in Bartow, and then we saw your van in Lakeland. It's like, yeah, my husband was at work in Bartow, and I had the logo on the back of his vehicle because I had it covered under insurance because it was often pulling the trailer at events. And then I had my van, and just by being able to see what we do and have our logo out there, it brought more people to calling us. And I even had people call me when I was at the grocery store. He's like, hey, I don't want to freak you out, but I'm parked next to you right now, and I saw your logo and I need to order balloons for my wife's birthday. So having your name out there big and bold definitely helps. And then the last thing I just remind you guys is that if you need help taking the next step in your business, go to BalloonCoach.com, plug into the Balloon Boss Mastermind program. We have training on how to do your brand messaging, like to actually come up with your brand and how to decide who your target customers are if you're rebranding. I want you to go in and listen to those webinar replays. If you are trying to figure out how to get your brand out more onto the internet, then we have great webinars from Jeff Kelly from Asset Lab talking about how to have the right SEO and how to set yourself up on your websites. And he actually showed us real people's websites and then critiqued them of what was good and what was bad. So you can go back and listen to that webinar and then make those changes to your business. You don't have to figure this all out by yourself. You can come hang out with us in Orlando, and you can hang out with us online. And we look forward to helping you take the next step in growing your thriving balloon business. Misti, thanks for being with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, I'm going to turn off our recording and then allow other people that are here to ask us their questions for Q&A.